What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Chinnis. Today is October 24th, Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. I have my haul here of 23 with 19 different titles. I have read through this stack. Starting off on the DC side, The Flash. Love The Flash pretty much all the way through this run, this entire Rebirth run, all the way through, man. If y'all have not checked out the monthlies, I highly suggest if you are interested in The Flash, if you like the TV show, check out this and trade, and highly suggest it. So this one is battling Heat Wave. I believe in this one, the Sage Force has corrupted his mind. So that's why you see like a huge, Avatar-looking Heat Wave fighting the Flash. But yeah, man, great story here, great battle. Again, if you enjoy the Flash on TV, highly suggest for you to pick up this and trade. Wonder Woman. This is number 54. This is part 4 of the Witching Hour. I said in the past, I really don't follow magic too much. Don't really enjoy it too much, but man, this storyline here, I've really enjoyed, along with the retconning they did with Wonder Woman in order for her to get this, magical power that she has, this little witching eye here that she has. So, I'm sorry, the witch's mark that she has. So pretty cool. You have Wonder Woman who is trapped or on the moon, or like another reality of the moon, and the witch is actually controlling Wonder Woman's body, fighting the team. So yeah, really enjoy this one. I won't give away what happens at the end of this one. But yeah, great storyline overall. The Witching Hour part 4. The Return of Wolverine, number 2. Love Wolverine, man. Logan is by far my most favorite, comic book hero ever. This is what got me into comics. This is what actually brought me back to comics back in 2016 when he actually died. So yeah, Charles Soule, I think, is knocking this one out of the park, in my opinion. So yeah, love, man, all the mythos. I've read everything Logan related pretty much, throughout his entire history. Unfortunately, I don't have his first appearance. I'm still kind of looking for that one. But great fight, they truly brought back the essence. You're always kind of wondering when they bring him back, hope that they don't reboot, the person, different personality to be, more hip with the times. This is the traditional Logan, man, straight up. So love it. And this is really the first time he actually uses his Inferno claws. So these claws when he got coming out of, I guess, hell. I guess we'll kind of get into it in the future. But yeah, these Inferno claws, man, really enjoy that so far. So yeah, Return of Wolverine, number 2. And I was actually able to pick up the reprint number 1. So check this one out, guys. So this one, apparently, I thought it was all of them. But so the first LCS had 2. I'm sorry, the first LCS had, I think, 2, but 1 was damaged. So I picked up 1. Second LCS had 2. I was going to get 2. The other guy picked the other one up. I think he knew what was going on. So if you look at page number 3, this is straight up Dr. Aphra, and you could see that it actually calls out Dr. Aphra number, you see that? Not sure if you can see that or not. But yeah, so this is Dr. Aphra number 25 that occurred here on this page. So this is a misprint. Apparently, I cannot confirm this, but apparently there were, not all of them were misprints. So, typically I would say if it's a misprint and they don't do a recall, it's not really worth too much. But apparently not all of them are misprinted. It's like 50-50. So with that, I would say this misprint is a little bit more valuable. So if you find it, again, look at page number 3. Look for that Star Wars crawl screen here. Pick it up. So yeah, I was able to pick up 2 copies. Xmen Red. Of all the titles right now, I kind of go, back and forth between Astonishing X-Men and Xmen Red. This title, really enjoy this one. Great fight scene between Rachel and the current, Jean Grey that we know. So yeah, man, great battle. I'll kind of leave it right there, but great artwork, great dialogue to go along with this title overall. Man, love the X titles out there right now, man, just love it. Great time to jump into the mutant world. X-Men Red, number 9. All right, moving into the Spidergeddon side of things. So this is Spider-Girls. So I was not, I did not know, so I do read Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, and this actually brought that world. I forgot what Earth it is. It's like a high number. It's like 13119 or something like that. but this actually folded in that Renew Your Vows title that I have been reading, which really focuses on Annie Mae, who is the daughter of Peter Parker. Its entire family, you know, they kind of fight as a superhero team, which is, you know, a little bit different from the other Spider titles out there. So, you know, that kind of attracted me. So pretty cool to find out that they actually folded this, you know, this family into the Spidergeddon storyline. So yeah, I was not expecting that. I was unaware of that until I kind of picked up this one title, started reading through it. So yeah, really enjoyed this one title. This is the other Spidergeddon title that came out, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. This one I was not too thrilled about, so I'm not too big of a fan of Spider-Gwen or Gwenpool, to tell you the truth. Anything really related to Gwen Stacy, I'm not really too big of a fan. But I know there's a huge fan base out there for her, you know, cool, but, you know, it's just not really, you know, not for me. I read this one open-minded. And, you know, at the end of the day, I did not really enjoy this one too much. You know, the artwork was pretty decent. You know, I'll give this one maybe like a 3.75 out of 5, you know, maybe a 4. But dialogue was just okay. And again, I think it's just really the character. I'm just not really too in tune with this character. So yeah, not for me, but if you do enjoy her, I think that paid her pretty good homage here. So yeah, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider #1. This is yet another Spidergeddon tie-in. Okay, so for the actual Spidergeddon, this is the main title. This is issue #2. Straight up action-packed. You know, I was going to skip on this at the very beginning. After reading through #0 and then issue #1, you know, the storyline kind of hooked me in there, you know. Pretty good artwork to go along with it. You know, I would say this artwork maybe a 4.25, 4.5 on the superhero, you know, genre side of things. Man, really enjoy it. So again, action-packed, a lot of different reality versions of, or like multiverse types of Spider-Man here. Really enjoy the storyline. You always kind of wonder, you know, when they do this big mashup, you know, is it going to be all congested? How's the storyline going to flow? Are they going to, you know, really focus on just the numbers of Spider-Man out there instead of the storyline? But yeah, this one's doing a pretty good job overall, you know, conveying that storyline, keep you interested, action-packed. So yeah, Spidergeddon #2. Moving on to Image. Burnouts #2, I was able to pick up, I think this is cover C, if I recall that one correctly. But yeah, I was looking for this one with the main character with his eyes kind of glossed over. So enjoy this one, you know, so far. One of those, you know, weird type of zany, you know, humor type of storylines, you know, really geared toward those teens and, you know, college kids. But love it nonetheless, you know, 420 friendly, love those 420 type of storylines, man, really enjoy it. So here in the storyline, you have it to where there's aliens who are invaded the Earth. They don't really give the storyline away too much here, or the story is still kind of unfolding as to why the aliens are here, but you're only able to see the aliens if you smoke out. So you have to be high on marijuana in order to actually see them. And apparently, you know, once you see them, it's pretty easy for them to kind of like, you know, just knock them out and kind of take care of them. The aliens are kind of defenseless after they're, you know, outside of their host. But yeah, pretty cool storyline overall. You know, enjoy the 420 side of things, enjoy alien storyline. So yeah, Burnouts #2. All right, Die. So this is issue #4. You know, if you've seen my previous videos, you've seen I was able to pick up the textless cover so far. 2 copies of the textless cover so far, except for #4, man. I got #1, 2, 3. Man, #4, the first LCS only had 1 copy of the textless. So I got to decide if I want to kind of break up that, you know, the package I was putting together in my spec box, or, you know, this goes to my PC. So I'm on a lookout for a textless cover of #4. But yeah, Robert Kirkman, the writer here, man, love this title overall. Man, a lot of, you know, violence is thrown in here, a lot of gore type of stuff, you know, all the way through, which I always enjoy, man. I love a lot of fight scenes, man. This one covers it all. I think almost this entire issue was this little fight scene between one of the brothers who's posing as, you know, one of his other brothers he actually killed, you know, against his girlfriend, which come to find out is actually a spy as well. Man, great fight, love it, man. A little bit more background of the Senator as well. Great storyline overall, in my opinion. Die #4. One of the Donny Cates storyline right now that's pretty hot. Redneck, really enjoy this one. So modern day vampires living in West Texas. So I'm from Houston, Texas. So, you know, this Texas, these Texas storylines kind of have a little bit closer, you know, intimate feel with me. So love this here. So I enjoy how the vampires, as they're, you know, hundreds of years old, they're able to do a lot of back history storylines, you know, to kind of break up the modern storyline or the current day storyline with like historical stuff. This prison fight scene, man, great stuff, man. A lot of good gore, a lot of good adult situations that, you know, thrown in here as well. So yeah, really enjoy the vampire storyline here, like a modern day feel to it. Redneck. Got one more from Image. This is Cold Spots number 3. So Cullen Bunn, I love that writer. You know, from time to time, you know, sometimes he's action-packed. Time to time, he's kind of a slow burn type of writer. I think Cold Spots kind of fell into that genre, as you know, in regard to his pacing, a little bit of a slow burn. I mean, this issue number 3 really gets a lot more storyline, a little bit more action-packed, you know, a little bit more background. So, you know, if you read through number 1, thought it was too slow, put it down, you know, I would try to get through this number 3. So, you know, overall, you don't know too much. The readers don't know too much here what's going on, but you have Earth and you have a lot of like ghost spirits who kind of like come up from time to time. They don't really harm the humans. They just kind of pop up from time to time. Humans are learning to deal with it on a daily basis. Something's going on with the main character's daughter. Some sort of like she's able to channel like a portal or something's going on there. They haven't given away too much. Come to find out the mother is part of like this cult. Like she's aware her daughter has these powers, and maybe she was born destined to be part of this like little realm merging here. So yeah, enjoy this one so far from Cullen Bunn. Cold Spots number 3. Moving on to Aftershock. This is Dead Kings number 1. I was able to pick up cover A and cover B. So this one sold out pretty quick, I think, online. And I think it sold out just because it was a number 1 Aftershock. To my knowledge, there's not any movie options or anything of that degree to make this one sell out, other than being number 1. So overall, I actually subscribed to this one when I saw it in previews, just because, you know, I really grew up with a lot of Japanese anime, you know, a lot of robots, you know, the Voltron, Robotech side of things. Shogun Warriors. So, you know, that really attracted me just seeing the cover. You know, I did not see the interior art or, you know, just a little bit of a storyline here, you know, in the previews side of things. Overall, you know, the artwork itself, you know, a little bit subpar. You know, I know they went for the gritty feel to it, but man, the storyline just isn't really there for me. So the artwork alone, you know, I would give this one maybe like a 2.5, you know, 2.25. Man, I feel subpar. The storyline alone, not there either, man. I think just like a 2 out of 5. So I'm surprised this one sold out. You know, again, I think it sold out just due to a Aftershock number 1, just, you know, speculation purposes. I did subscribe to this one. I'm going to try to get through issue number 2 and 3, but this issue number 1 was a little bit disappointing for me. So yeah, even though this one sold out, man, if you're a respect buyer, you know, get it just to, you know, for the aftermarket, but storyline alone did not do it for me, guys. This one, however, Beyonders number 3, man, this was definitely in my top 5 reads, maybe top 3, you know, for this week. Love the, you know, connecting all the dots. So you have like a lot of historical type of places, events, documents, you know, artwork, things like that. A lot of things throughout, you know, human history that never, you know, a lot of questions out there. We don't really know who did it, where it came from. This one title kind of ties like all this together, like a lot of things that we know factually, but just don't know the origin or, you know why it came to be. This one title kind of ties everything together to where it's, you know, this one puzzle that's been out there since the dawn of time. In addition to that, there's like another, like an order that's kind of been manipulating humanity throughout the entire time. This order does not know, they can't decipher this code either. They just kind of know of it and manipulate society as time goes by. So yeah, I love like all the, you know, I'll say conspiracy theories, kind of like it's all kind of mixed in, you know, how does it all work? You know, very, very intriguing. So yeah, love the dialogue, you know, a lot of comebacks, like a lot of quick wit type of humor. So yeah, really enjoy this one. Beyonders number 3 from Aftershock. One more from Aftershock, Baby Teeth, and yet another title from Donny Cates, Completely on Fire. Love this one title here. So what you have is the entire storyline is based around this baby. The baby to be known as like a son of Satan or son of a demon. As time goes by, they keep on calling this demon, you know, Satan, to where he's like the one true devil. So, you know, at the very beginning, it's a little bit vague, but as time went by, especially when there was another baby involved, it seemed like there was just like multiple demons on Earth. But come to find out, there's just one true demon here who is the devil. And a little bit of a spoiler here, I'll show it, but man, great artwork to go along with this one. Here's like a faraway shot, and I'll say, you know, he looks just like Sauron, in my opinion, like a Sauron, you know, ripoff. But I love how he rides this great white shark who's, you know, merged with a scorpion, man. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, really enjoy this one. They're in the red, you know, realm, or the red world, which is basically hell. So yeah, this is the Satan, you know, devil right here. So yeah, pretty cool storyline. You know, he does take off his helmet. You know, I won't give that away, but a little bit of a twist here at the end. So yeah, pretty cool. Baby Teeth number 13 by Donny Cates. Moving on to Dark Horse, we have The Whispering Dark. This is definitely in my top 3 reads for this week. So as you see in my previous videos, you know, I really like dark horror. You know, a lot of good horror that's out there. You know, unfortunately, it's hard to find good horror. But man, I would highly recommend this one. So, you know, those of y'all who watched from, I think it was Vault Comics, A Walk Through Hell, you know, that type of like dark feel to it. You know, people are dying, not a lot of explanation as to what's going on. The story kind of unfolds, a lot of character development. You see a lot of history, that kind of, you know, flashbacks, things of that nature. But yeah, very, very cool, very intriguing. You know, people are starting to die. An event happens, like kind of like an atomic bomb, and things kind of go, you know, weird from there. Very cool storyline, great horror, you know, to kick this one off. This one did sell out, so if you find, it'll be a little bit hard to find this one, but I think this was a 4-part miniseries, if I recall that one correctly, but great way to start this one off. If you could find it, pick it up if you like horror. Beast of Burden. So this is number 3. Pretty cool stuff. So what you have is kind of like a little Scooby-Doo type of like one-shot mysteries. Like each title is like, you know, a little bit different storyline. Most of the issues don't kind of flow from issue to issue. Kind of little standalone, like annual type of storylines. So you have like a Scooby-Doo type of squad. You know, there's like mysteries to be solved in the nearby forest, nearby neighborhood, but they have magical powers to go along with it. So they all talk. It's pretty cool, the dialogue between them. You know, the various dogs, you know, the various different species of dog, you know, they kind of have different personalities. So yeah, if you're a dog lover, if you enjoy the supernatural, I highly suggest for you to pick this one up. Beast of Burden number 3. One more from Dark Horse, we have Predator Hunters number 2. I love the entire Predator series, you know, in general. The last Predator movie that came out, man, I thought it was just okay, man. They could have done better, you know, it could have been worse. It was just, you know, average at best if y'all saw it. But yeah, you know, overall, this one title, man, great artwork to go along with it sometimes. Artwork's a little bit inconsistent, kind of sketchy at times. Other times it looks like great, you know, like Japanese anime. And I'll fast forward to this one shot of the Predator, which I thought was pretty cool if I could find it. I thought it was, there it is. So yeah, man, so artwork, you know, pretty good demonstration of what the artwork is for the entire title here. But yeah, if you enjoy the Predator series, and you're looking for a little bit more storyline, this is all canon, try to pick this one up in my opinion. So yeah, Predator Hunters number 2, I think this is issue number 3 of 4. Last up, I have one from Valliant. This is Xo Manowar. This is number 20. Really enjoy this title overall. You know, this one was pretty much a good origin background. That last issue was a pretty good battle between, you know, Xo and this villain here that, maybe not a villain, but they introduced him in the last issue. You come to find out he does have a little bit of power, and you find out like his origin story. I'm sorry, his name was Adam 13. So brand new character introduced in that last issue. This is his origin story. Come to find out, like, he was a slave. His entire, like, humans were slaves, like where he was from. Robots were their masters, and they kind of revolted. Other species got kind of involved in there. Pretty cool origin story. Pretty cool character overall, in my opinion. Has a couple of superpowers I haven't gotten into in its entirety, but yeah, enjoy this title overall. Xo Manowar number 20. Guys, that's going to be it for this week's brand new haul. Should you enjoy what you see here, please like and subscribe. We'll talk to you later.